Hello there, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Renegades React. And today we are going to be looking at epic rap battle. Oh, wait. Sorry, I didn't do that right. Epic rap battle of with Bonnie and Clyde and Romeo and Juliet. Yes. So now we do these. We try and release one of these every week. And let's see. Okay, according to our subscribers, this was suggested by Sam Styron.
Liz, I think it's Vanillex.
Vanillex or Vanillex?
Vanillez. It could be a Z like Xena.
Vanillez, yeah.
Xena's spelled like with
maybe.
X.
Let's see. Okay.
Ortiz.
X115
or is that XL15?
X115.
X115. Repeat offender.
Yep. And we have Carol Novak, I believe. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, please feel free to digitally smack me through the comment section.
We will butcher all of your usernames.
Yeah, and of course a few other times by Ortiz X115. So, gentlemen, any thoughts on Romeo and Juliet and Bonnie and Clyde?
Well, Bonnie and Clyde actually existed, so
yeah, that's true.
There is a literal advantage there.
Literal, yeah.
But there is a are we just doing by the raps though?
Yeah,
or we
absolutely.
try to.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because I'm kind of indifferent, between the two sides. There wasn't one that I've already favored ahead of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in previous.
All right. Well, anyway, here we go. This is epic rap battle of history. Bonnie and Clyde versus Romeo and Juliet. Here we are.
Romeo and Juliet. What's up? Bonnie and Clyde.
I'll handle this, darling. I'm known to fire off some bars. 'Cause if these lovers cross me, they're gonna end up seeing stars.
I mean, I'll let you go first, but damn sure I'm getting listed on this hissy fitting rich kid and this preview best in bits, and I'm sick of them.
Let's beat them then, and we can rob them blind. I'll stick this punk up from the
I'll
front.
take this broad from behind and pop a cap in the ass for the last Capulet era. Give Miss Donuts in Paris a reason to cry to a parent.
Oh, Romeo, wherefore you try to flow, yo? Well, so you thought there's a pro, yo. Are those the drapes to your clothes, bro?
Make you ache like your balls on the balcony.
Man, okay with them whenever their mouth is.
Just sick like a plague on both your houses.
My love, your face is beauty to behold. I will protect thine honor for these dust bowl dildos.
Days is an eternity past, so together we shall both put these bitches on blast.
That's Grace Helbig.
That is.
And you know, wench with the neck of a chicken, you get an ass ripping worse than your boyfriend's in prison.
Oh man!
Conjugal visit. Oh, but that's not even your real husband now, is it?
Oh.
Let's put a muzzle on your missus, for I teach her how we handle disrespect down in Texas. Do you call, sir? Oh, shall I draw my long sword? Or you duck your chicken shit ass back in
You beat my man into mono we mono. You can't protect your best friend from some jolly good He'll beat your bow in contest blow for blow. He will do a pawn night dick what you had done upon your show.
Oh.
Count, what irony is this? The lead role shot down by a failed actress.
Kill myself on my stomach, I shall lie. So your love can lick my ass, thus with a diss.
Oh, never mind. My flesh was merely grazed. Where's Romeo? Romeo! There's poison on your face! Oh, happy dagger, pass me true. Sweat my breath to stop. Sheathe yourself inside my heart. I'd like to be extra.
I guess.
Well, that was tragic.
That did not go as expected.
Would have done that boy some good. Just wait a couple seconds.
It's kind of sad though, really. So young to just die.
Well, at least we got each other.
Just Bonnie.
And
Of course.
Oh man.
That was the best. That was the best part of the whole movie. It's like
The
User
the narrator wins.
I think the narrator was the winner in that one. It's like,
yeah, the narrator got a good one in.
oh man. I guess to be fair, they both ended up dying tragically. So
That's just
there are no winners when it comes to love, kids.
nope. Unfortunately, yeah, Romeo and Juliet. I had an English teacher who absolutely hated hated that, but
See, it's
absolutely
weird.
hated that story.
It's weird because you run into a lot of English literature hipsters, and just by virtue of Romeo and Juliet being pretty popular, people hate it, and they say how it's one of Shakespeare's worst. But then I always ask them. I was like, even if it is the worst thing that Shakespeare ever wrote, it's still better than anything you will ever write in your entire life. I mean, so it's like people complain about it, and that's the thing is they make fun of like, what transpires in it, but it's like really Romeo and Juliet were the victims. Like they didn't bring on any of this on. They just wanted to date. Their families were literally insane.
Yeah. The Montagues and the Capulets. And
They were literally insane.
Literally insane.
The Punisher strikes again. I just need to give this shirt to you. I really do, because you are the Punisher. But
the pandemonium ensues. Sorry.
Gosh, that's so bad.
Unbelievable. But anyway, between the two, Bonnie and Clyde. I did a little bit of I watched a little bit of the miniseries that came on History.
You watch Speed Racer run around?
Pretty much.
Run around and rob banks?
Yeah, pretty well. I know how it ended. Everyone knows how it ended. On that old dirt roads, and had more bullets put in them than pretty much anyone else.
They took more hits than Google.
Oh. Well, I wouldn't say that much. I'd say they took about as many hits as Yahoo.
Ooh, that's still a lot.
That's still a lot, yeah. But still, there was still something there. If they got hit as much as Google, there'd be nothing left. There would literally be nothing left. Probably just 2 mounds of flesh and bone and gray matter. But in terms of the rap battle, who do I think won? I have to say, in terms of what they put out there, I'm probably going to be on the downside of this, but I think Bonnie and Clyde won. But that's just me. I mean, don't get me wrong. Romeo and Juliet, I
don't know. Juliet's prison comment that kind of pushed it over the edge for me towards them, because it was very well orchestrated that you couldn't really pick a winner.
Yeah,
right.
But I mean, that was kind of a burn.
Yeah, that was a hard burn. But I pull for Bonnie and Clyde. You pull more for Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. And plus, I mean, Juliet. I gotta pull for Grace because she was on Attack of the Show a little bit back in the day.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's my decision now.
Okay, the decider.
And I was like 50-50. And I was like, man, I got excited about Grace Helbig because I was like, man, she's on Attack of the Show. But on the E network, Grace Helbig has a show. And on that show, she ripped off Who's Gonna Get It. Who Gonna Get It? She ripped it off.
What?
She's like, she had a segment called, it was God Bless or something.
What? When did this happen?
Like last week.
Are you for real?
Give us our money!
She totally ripped off Who Gonna Get It.
Give us our money!
And I was like, dang. Because I was 50-50, but now it's going to Bonnie and Clyde.
Okay. Now I have an even better reason. I give it to Bonnie and Clyde. That's not cool, man. That's not cool.
We should react to the Grace Helbig thing. But first, put a link up to Who Gonna Get It.
Yeah, Who Gonna Get It? Yeah, we did that earlier.
We only did it once, and it wasn't very
we're
good.
Gonna do it
but
again.
we did it.
We're gonna do it again. I might release another episode of it before this comes out. But if that happens, then I'll have one link up here to the first one and another one up here to the second one. I mean, now that I know that, it makes me mad.
So now we need to react to her.
Don't listen to him, Grace, because I don't believe in actual property. That's nothing between us, right here.
Well, it's all in good fun. I mean, it's just the net, dude. But still, who thought of it? Who did it first? Hey, yo.
Who did it best?
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Okay, but anyway, I think that's going to do it for this episode of Renegades React. Thank you for tuning in, and we would also like to thank again our subscribers who suggested this. It was Sam Styron.
Liz, I'm going with Vanalex.
Vanalex, okay.
Ortiz 115.
Carol Novak.
And then a lot more Ortiz
Yeah,
X115.
And then Ortiz
I
like
left out the
3
X.
times.
4 or 5 times.
Yeah. So, okay. And
He just really likes us.
yeah. He's a repeat offender, so what do you expect?
The repeat offender.
I just call him solitary once they get past 3.
Nah.
Yeah. It's like, so there's first time offender, repeat offender, solitary supermax. But
The Supermax.
okay, but anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your suggestions. If you have something you want us to watch, hey, suggest away. We listen. May take us a while to get it out, but we listen. Hey, there's a lot of videos on the internet and a lot of people making requests, and we do our best. So for this episode of Renegades React, this is Nate,
Micah.
Caleb.
and we'll see you later, internet. Peace out.